Welcome, Queen. How long should you wait for him? You see, there is a such thing as a no time frame myth. And as I was on IG, setting up my IG account, a young lady was on RC Blake's Jr. feed and she asked this. She said, people tend to say that there are no time frames and you just have to wait until a man is ready. How long is that? So there's a little something that I call setting the tone when I work with people one-on-one to help them get to the root of their issues so that when they go into dating, that they can be clear on their expectations of what they need and want. And that's going to vary because it's going to be different depending on who you are and what you need and want in a relationship. Because let's be clear, we do have time frames that we're willing to wait for. So let's just say you apply to a job. Are you willing to sit around waiting 5 years after the interview to see whether or not they're going to hire you before you apply to another job? Are you willing to sit around and wait for the mechanic who you took your car into to fix it for 8 months to say, hey, I finally got that problem fixed. You can come pick your car up now? If you went to your favorite fast food joint and it was taking them a long time, in fact, let's say they told you it could be possibly a 12-hour wait, would you be willing to sit in that fast food restaurant and wait 12 hours? Or better yet, this is one we can all relate to. You're in traffic and you're at a red light. You ready to go, but your light have not turned green yet. But all the other lights are constantly turning green. Would you be willing to sit there clearly aware that there's a malfunction on your side of the street for 40 minutes? The answer to all those questions, I'm sure, is no. And so you see, subconsciously, we do assign and give value to our time because we understand that there are some things, even if we want them, they're not worth the wait. And when they're not worth the wait, we walk away. We make alternative decisions. And dating is no different. And please hear me when I say this. Please hear me. Don't miss this. If you're waiting in dating, you're not dating, because dating is not waiting. I'm going to say it again. Dating is not waiting. Dating is the process of determining whether or not the man you're dating or interested in getting to know further has value alignment with you that makes him the best fit for you. So you see, we can go through the process of getting to know people, but there are times, I'm quite sure, we started out and we said, we think this guy's going to be great. And he wasn't. So we had to let him go. And that's the thing about dating. Sometimes we can get to a place where we feel like we have to wait, but you don't. In fact, if you find yourself in a place where you feel like you're in a state where you're just waiting on this man to decide, waiting on him to make a decision, waiting on him to commit to you, then it's quite possible going into the process of dating him, of getting to know him, there were not clear expectations of needs and wants set. Because when you clearly communicate that from the jump, then you minimize all that unnecessary waiting. So, I want you to understand this. Because it's possible you could find yourself interested in a man who does not want what you want. It's possible you can find yourself dating a man who does not value commitment the way you value commitment. And so that's why I don't recommend ultimatums, Because with an ultimatum, you force a person's hand. You're saying choose this or that. And when you go into the process of dating, you, as the CEO of your life, can clearly expect and present your expectations in such a way that he understands what the expectation is going in the process of dating you. So, again, you can state your position without giving this man an ultimatum and making him feel like you're trying to dictate what he will and will not do. So, understand, in that case, the question then becomes a question for you, Queen. And the question is this: is your life worth wasting? Is your time worth wasting? And if your life and your time is worth wasting, how much of it are you willing to waste? Because if you're waiting and dating, you're not dating. And it's likely you could find yourself waiting for something from someone that never becomes what you have in mind. As always, I'm Coach Sam telling you, 24 hours doesn't seem long. But in 24 hours, you could change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.